We have a little foreshadowing there. You mentioned some improv, and our next presenter is all about the improv. We're going to bring up Sammy Wegent. Come on up, Sammy. We're going to do something a little bit. Let's get it for Sammy. So you've seen some acrobatic work here as people are running through this really difficult format. We're going to add another layer to this now. We're going to do what we call the Bachata Mix, which is a completely improvised set of 20 slides. And Sammy here is going to have to make up a story based off of these images that he's seeing, that he's never seen before. We're going to get a suggestion for a title for his talk. So what's something that you don't think anyone ever is afraid of?
The Olympics.
Chocolate.
The Olympics and?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? I kind of like the Olympics. All right. Is there anything else you need to know? Or you?
I didn't need to know that.
All right, give it up for Sammy. You gonna do this?
Never told anybody this. This is the site of the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia. I was a senior in high school, and I was very much looking forward to driving as far away as possible with my family. I thought we were going to Disney World. I thought we were going on vacation, but no, we were going to the Olympics, and the opening ceremonies were happening at that very moment. And I was just so scared of everything that was happening in front of me. Why are these people scuba diving? This is the Olympics. Shouldn't they be track and field? Are they in spider webs? What the hell is happening? But then there was this beautiful woman in front of me. And I was a teenager in high school, and my hormones were surging. They were raging through my body, and I felt, is this what it feels like to be on steroids? Should I be in the Olympics? And then she disappeared. She was a figment of my imagination. She was a projection that was happening during the opening ceremonies. And I was shocked. It felt like I was in outer space. I didn't know what I was doing. I was not the captain. Nor was I an athlete. I was just a young man facing my biggest fear. The Olympic Games, games that have been going on for centuries. They started in ancient Greece, and now they're in the dark. They're in the darkness. The Olympics are terrible now, and it's scary to look at how far they've come, but I had to face them in 1996 as a 17 to 18-year-old adolescent male. And I felt that if you do the math, you'll know how old I am. I felt that I cannot keep all of my eyes open, maybe just one eye, and I can watch the Olympics. I can watch people do things like the pommel horse and the thing with the saddle. It's also a horse, I believe, equestrian. Something about horses there. I'll talk to my therapist about that after tonight. There's a lot of aquatics, by the way, and that is another fear I have, fear of watching someone drown. Not me drowning, but watching someone else drown. That would just be so terrible. But I didn't have to get in that pool that night. I only had to sit and watch the United States Dream Team pigs. I thought I was going to see Charles Barkley and Michael Jordan, but no, I saw Bacon and Porky. That's the two greatest swine in all the land. And then, watching them drown, that was a whole other fear. I did not want to watch the Dream Team drown, nor did I want to watch American history play out in front of me. I have no idea why that was there in 1996, but it was. It was foreshadowing that a large baby would lord over us. And there he was in all his splendor, with a scribbly Charles Schultz chest hair. And that sign was held by my dad. My dad was an angry man, and I was embarrassed to be with him. And the fact that he was so angry and I was so scared, my mother left us both. It was a terrible time. Our family split, and I blamed the Olympics. Not my father, not my mother. My mother was very, very centered about it all. Even though she said, "Fuck you, I'm out of here," she then just went down to the ground and meditated for the rest of the Olympics, through the closing ceremonies, through the torch going out, through basically everything that happened that particular fortnight. I don't know how long the Olympics are now, but it was a fortnight. And you know what? My sister was in the games. She got the bronze. She got the bronze for grunge parkour or whatever that is. I have no fucking idea what that is. But I know I can't do that. But what I can do is wear my fear on my sleeve to tonight. I have no idea if the soccer players are afraid of getting hit in the face. I have no idea if the javelin thrower is afraid of maybe just skewering another person. But I do know that watching those things terrifies me. Terrifies me to my core. Which is why to this day I have yet to watch another car wash or any motor vehicle event that is a part of the Olympics. I don't know if motor vehicle events come into play in the Olympics, but I wouldn't know because I haven't watched the Olympics since 1996, the year that I faced my fear head on, and I said to myself, why am I married to this person? Why did I get married so young? Why did I bring my young wife to the Olympics? We were just high school sweethearts trying to have an international experience. We couldn't afford Paris, so we went to Atlanta. It's not the same thing, I'll tell you that. But you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to her. I'm sorry to my dad. I'm sorry to my mom. I'm sorry to the 1992 Dream Team Pigs. And most of all, I'm sorry to you, that you had to hear this terrifying tale of how one of the world's most celebrated sporting events, where Morgan Freeman once told us that, if you make duck face, fuck you. I think I just quoted that. I believe it was FDR who said, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. And then the rest of that was, and the Olympics. We didn't hear that part. But those, you know what? I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. And I'll be taking questions. Any questions about my fear on the Olympics? Anyone? I'll take one question. You don't have much time. This thing is going. If that microphone goes away, anyone with a question about my fear of the Olympics? You know what? You broke this. You broke the whole thing. The show's broken, the talk's broken, and I'm broken. Because I'll never overcome this fear. The only thing I can think that can help me with this fear is particularly participating in the 2020 Tokyo Games. And that's why I'm here to announce that I will be car flipping in the Tokyo Olympics. It is not a sport for centuries. But now car flipping and having a cop call to see if anyone knows how to get the car flipped, that is a sport. And I am now participating. And I want your support as I face my biggest fear and I face you, my adoring public. Thank you so much.